Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I just wanted to talk about some things that I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen either like on my Facebook or anything like that, but I'm actually going through some hard times right now, but God just made me realize that my hard time could be 10 times worse. But He made me realize also, that my kids are the ones that I need to be living for and for Him, honestly. But I just wanted to make a video just to reach out to people to, explain to them that, they're not the only people that are going through what they're going through. Everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own hard times, and it's up to you to change that. It's not up to anybody else, and you can't just depend on other people to make changes in your life. Recently, I just, went through a hard breakup, but it was kind of a good thing because it made me realize that I definitely have some work that I have to do to myself. I treat people, great for the most part, but there are days and there are times where I just can't handle it because I don't know how to. And it just gets to the point where, I just get stressed out. And I take it out on the people I love, and I take it out on whoever, and then I'm also the person where I just, hold things inside and I act like everything's great, everything's fine, and all of a sudden I end up blowing up on people that I don't even mean to blow up on, honestly. And I was just kind of nervous about doing this video, but I just felt like, that I needed to get my story out there, because I know there's a lot of people that either don't have their parents when they're growing up, like I didn't have my dad. My dad, he doesn't even really claim me, even though I look just like him, so that was really hard, like I remember being in California and being in the same place as him because him and my mom, they met at an Alcoholics Anonymous club, and I grew up there. Like my mom, that was her second job, and so I remember going there and seeing him and not even knowing who he was and seeing that he was a stranger, and that's scary for a kid that's close to their mom and that sees their mom all the time, like he legitimately used to scare me. I didn't want to have anything to do with him, because he never really reached out to me. And it was like the only time he really wanted to spend time with me was when he wanted to be with my mom. And that's hard as a kid, and I even remember, even thinking that as a kid, it was just hard seeing him going around, in this expensive truck and having a house, and we're living in this crappy, 2-bedroom apartment, and my mom is driving this truck that is about to break down at any minute, and he's not helping. He's not, I remember he helped maybe one time, and he bought me clothes, and I was like probably 8, and he ended up buying me, like diamond earrings. And of course, I'm 8, so I lost them like the very same day I got them, so it was just hard. I remember wanting to get to know my grandmother a lot more because everybody says that I look like her, that, we have a lot of similarities. But the thing is, I found out just recently, or not just recently, but I'm admitting to myself that, I have my dad's anger. He's known for his anger. He has been, fired from multiple jobs because of it, because he doesn't know how to control his anger. And, I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. And so right now I'm trying to find peace, and I'm trying to find happiness, within myself and not in others, because recently, like with the whole breakup, it's just been really hard, because I had all of my happiness, invested in somebody, and not even like just him. Like I had all of my happiness in our family. I dedicated everything to them. But because, I didn't treat them right. I didn't treat him right. He was taking care of my kids. He was taking care of me. I was taking care of his daughter. It was just, it was really stressful. But, at the same time, I guess because I've been hurt so much, and because of the things I've gone through, I just kept pushing him away without even realizing that I was pushing him away. And, now we're friends, but he doesn't want to be in a relationship with me, But, God's been really speaking to me and trying to get me to realize that life goes on, really. And not only that, that he has a plan for me and for my kids, So I just wanted to be a little bit of like an encouragement to people. This is the first time I've ever made videos or anything like that, but I'm hoping that I can do more with this channel and just reach out to you guys. And if you guys ever need anything, just to let me know. Because I definitely have, not as much as experience as most people, because I kind of keep to myself. Not into partying, not into drinking, drugs, nothing like that. Right now, like, I'm 24, and I've had my daughter since I was 18, and then I got pregnant again, when I was 23. And my son's dad, doesn't want to claim him, for real. He wanted me to get an abortion and everything, and I decided to keep him, even though I knew everything that was going on. But it's just hard because I kind of feel for him, but at the same time, I'm just hoping God shows him a lot more than just that's his earthly father, but he has like a heavenly father, and I've always known that, but it's hard to accept, especially when somebody, who is part of you just wants to get you out of their life forever. So this is a kind of a hard video, but it's something that had to be made just because of the fact that I keep it all inside. And I know there is a bunch of people that don't have an earthly father. My sister, she lost her dad when she was 6 months old. Granted, he wasn't the best dad either, but at the same time, she didn't even get a chance to say hi to him, and I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine having that, but it's just, the thing is, we've got to step up, we got to step up for our kids. And I'm not just trying to get money. I'm not just, trying to be the next, YouTube star or anything like that. Because honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to, be able to help people, to talk to people, and just get the word out pretty much. But I do know that God has always been there for me. Through my hardest times, He has blessed me so much. Me and my mom. My mom, she got pregnant when she was 16. She had my sister, and then 13 years later, she had me and decided to keep me, And I thank God every day, and I thank my mom every day for her deciding to keep me, because she really didn't have the money to, and then if she wouldn't have kept me, I wouldn't have my kids. So it's just a lot that we go through as Christians, not even just Christians, as non-believers, as human beings, and there's so much hate right now going on. And it's really sad. Even to bring kids into this world is sad. I'm not perfect by any means, and I don't claim to be. I try not to, but when people automatically find out that you're a Christian, they automatically think that you're perfect. It's like, no, I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be. But at the same time, I do reach out to God, and I do trust Him and believe in Him. And I always will. Even if my actions don't say it. But, the thing is it's hard when, it's hard for me especially to talk to, I guess, my sister. My sister is basically my second mom. She helped raise me. And she has her whole ministry going on and everything. And I just recently realized that her and my mom are my biggest supporters. Even when I don't feel like they are. And I don't like to reach out to them because I don't want them to be disappointed in me. When I found out I was pregnant with both of my kids, I'm not married or anything like that. And it was just hard because they always taught me, oh, you need to be married before, you start having kids. And it's well, sometimes, life doesn't plan out that way. And it's just hard trying to talk to people that you don't want to disappoint, but they never look at me as a disappointment, even when I'm not doing right, but that's life, and if you're, thinking about, suicide or depression, I've gone through both of that, and it's the worst thing on earth, but that is Satan's way of trying to get to you. And I'm not trying to preach or anything, honestly. I'm just trying to make this a channel of, of positivity. Trying to make this as a channel where you can, understand that you're not alone. Even when you feel like you're alone. But I definitely want to hear some feedback, and I want, you guys to feel like you guys can talk to me and understand that nobody has the right to judge you. Nobody has the right to, look down on you. Nobody does. Because, to be honest, I was very judgmental. I was judgmental to the point where I was pointing out everybody else's flaws, but I was hiding my own. And it gets to a point where, you're just like, I don't care anymore. Because I honestly found out that I was being fake. And I wasn't even trying to be fake. I was just trying to be a positive influence, And it's not really a positive influence when you're being fake and you're not showing your flaws, Because then what happens when, you get arrested for something that you did because you were hiding? Well, everybody's going to look at you like they'll be disappointed. And not only that, they'll be like, well, if she's doing it, if he's doing it, then maybe I should too. And they'll start doing stuff, because you have a lot of followers whether you believe it or not. I feel like everybody does. Everybody has an influence in somebody's life. It doesn't matter if it's a bad influence or if it's a good influence. You're still an influence on somebody's life. And not only that, if you have kids especially, if you're in and out of jail or if you're doing stuff that you don't want your kids to do, but you don't want, it's kind of like a lead, not follow type of situation where I was even doing this with my daughter. Honestly, I would tell her, oh, don't say that word. Don't cuss. And then I'd cuss right in front of her. Not even think about it. And I didn't realize that that's an influence on her. And just because she's not going to do it in front of me, she's probably going to go and do it behind my back. Like I did with my mom and my sister and, And I'm not saying that they were bad influences on me, but at the same time, when you go through certain things, it's just hard to, to mask everything. But I'm done putting on a mask, and I'm done pointing the finger at everybody else, because every time I do, it ends up biting me in the butt. And I just, I just want to live a good life and end up helping people, But tell me what you think about everything that I've talked about. Leave comments. Definitely subscribe. I will try and do more videos because I know this might have been kind of boring, but this is just something I needed to get out, because especially if you've followed me for years, or if you're my friend or anything like that, or even if we're not friends anymore, I still want to be there for everybody. And I guess people think that's fake, to where you want people to like you and everything, but it's not fake to help people out, especially if you really genuinely want to help people, But just let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.